Good morning, ladies. Good. I'm glad you could join me. Now, I know I normally start my videos off with you looking at me, but I have received a new phone, so I'm not too sure on how it's going to work. So I thought, let me just do it this way first. My name is Tina Kverkich. Thank you for joining me, and my company is Northern Stamper. I am a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am glad that you could join me. So hopefully this new phone will work, and let's see how it goes along. So today, what we're going to do, I just wanted to show you actually this a couple of cards that we created in a class we did a little while ago. Good morning, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. We created some cards using it was like a window theme. So what we did is we cut out some windows, and this is from a particular die, and we just popped in some designer series paper. Very simple. Added a little bit of ribbon. You can't quite tell, but there's Wink of Stella on the trees. And the second one, I think this one still needs a little bit more. I'm not sure. I think it just maybe needs some ribbon. And this one is like a little window card. You pop it open and your sentiments on the inside. So there we go. I just wanted to show you a couple of cards that we had made in a class that I had running. So I just wanted to show you. Good morning, Liz. Thank you for joining me. You are going to be thrilled because it is another day of designing without any preparation. I want to do this so that you know what you can do and what you can create. Now, you're probably wondering, why do I have these dice here? Well, if you don't know, oh, my friend Janice from Newfoundland is joining me. Thank you, Janice. Thank you. I'm glad you could join. I miss you a lot. It was great getting together with you. The reason I have these dice is because on Friday, I have a game in my community page. You can join. I will link it up above after the video. And what we're going to do, it is a challenge to see how you can put together a card. And the idea behind it, you are going to have 45 minutes to create a card based on the roll of the dice. So you have to be in the community group to join this, and I do have prizes for this. So I'll link it above to the community page. So if you would like to try that, so one would be for colors, one would be for a technique, one would be for an embellishment, and one would be for a theme. So based on that, we are going to build a card. And of course, with me, there are always prizes. I love giving prizes, so join me. And actually, today we're going to use the dice, and we're going to be doing that with the cards that we're making today. So life is all about life is black and white, is it not? That's what they tell us. Especially when we're kids, we believe that. Now, today what we're going to do is I'm going to show you some fantastic designer series paper in the Celebration. If you don't have a catalog, Celebration, I have to tell you, ends very soon. It ends at the end of the month of September. So Celebration, spend $60 or $120 and get some very cool free items. Right now, the bedazzling paper is gone, so you got to choose something other than the bedazzling paper. Very sad. Good morning, Sandra. Good morning, Sandra. There's some other great things. There's the Penguin Playmates, but today we are going to be using the beautiful penned 12 by 12 designer series paper. When you purchase $60 worth of items, you can choose this free. So if you don't have a demonstrator and you would like a catalog, I can also send you the mini catalog, which has, I like to call it the holiday catalog because it's filled with Christmas stuff. Like, check out that Christmas stuff. This is really cool because this is not green or red like basic colors. These are very different colors. Polished Pink, Blushing Bride, Mint Macaron, Misty Moonlight, gorgeous. So if you don't have a Canadian independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, drop me a private message. I will be happy to send one out to you. One thing about Celebration, if you want to join and grab the starter kit, they have a bonus. You can get a free bundle until the end of September. Join my team. I'm going to let you know. and I will help you decide and choosing the best way to make the most of your money. I think I tallied it up. It was something like over $300 worth of product in the final end. And you only need to spend or purchase it for $135. So you can choose $165 worth of product from the mini catalog or the annual catalog. You know what? If you're just starting out, this is the best way to do it. And it's only for $135. Drop me a private message. I'm going to tell you the strategies and the best way to make the most of your money and which bundle to get to maximize your money value. So just to let you know. Okay, so let's get started. I have in here, I'm going to be creating cards using the Designer Series paper. So black and white. These are fantastic. I just love these. I am also creating this, using this in a book of me, which is like a scrapbook, all about things about me that people don't know about, or my kids don't know. So that's what I'm going to do. So this is really fantastic paper. You can color it. You can leave it black and white. There's a lot you can do with it. So I'm going to show you some really great stuff to create with this. Okay. So, oops, my dice. I need my dice. Don't lose my dice. So I've shown you the paper. I've told you the best way to get your supplies. $135. That's all it costs. Get your supplies, $165 worth of product. I will help you, walk you through that. Join my team. We have a lot of fun. So, in the meantime, let's get started with creating a card. So, all right, so the dice I have. For the first card, what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little pop of color. So we have a bumblebee. That's the color. We have a pale papaya. Now, you'll notice I'm using a little bit of scraps. That's okay. So pale papaya. And I thought, why not really pop it up? And this is, one of the new ink colors is polished pink. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of my dice. And based on what the roll of the dice is, this is just like our Friday night game, but with more dice on Friday. I'm going to design a card. So these are going to be my little pops of color in the card I'm going to create. So number 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. All right. So wish for your favorite color to come up. Oh, Deb, thank you for joining me. I hope you're doing well today. I wish you could have come on the weekend. It would have been nice to spend time. If you are in the Durham area and you would like to come and play in my little workshop, drop me a message. I'm always home crafting and creating. So ready, 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Let's see, which one are we going to use? 1 and 2, we're using polished pink. So let's create with our polished pink. Now this is a 8.5 by 11. So I'm going to cut it down, and this is actually going to be our mat. So I'm going to cut it down. So let's cut it down to 5 1/4. I hope this phone is working well because I can't quite tell. So hopefully it's going well. So I'm going to put these off to the side. So this is going to be my mat. So the papers that I'm going to cut now, okay, I'm going to choose a whole bunch of papers. I'm just going to choose 1, 2, let's see, 3, let's see, what else we got here? 4, and, oh, do I have that one already? Oh, that's okay, and one more dark one. Let's get it. Let's see what I got here. Pull them up. And I'm going to cut them a little smaller than my mat. So my mat across is 4 inches, so I'm going to cut them a little bit smaller. So let's get these all together. I'm going to cheat and do it all at once. So if you're really good, yeah, pile them all together. You can usually get about roughly about 5 or 6 sheets of Designer Series paper to cut with the trimmer. I love this trimmer. Okay, let's see if this works. Oh, see, it worked. So keep holding on to it nice and tight. And I'm going to make it down to, I'm going to leave it as long as it is. The main part is having it across. Now, I hope this turns out because, my goodness, wouldn't it be funny if it didn't? Oh, Oh, the phone looks good. Okay, great. So now I got my papers, and what I'm going to do is in between each paper, I guess I could have done that one this way. Should have gone that way. Let's fix that. Just under, I'm going to fix it. I don't want these lines to go up and down. So, all right. So, okay, 1 and 2. We'll just kind of go around like this and like this. Okay. Now you're probably wondering, what am I going to do with this? This is very strange. Okay. I need another piece of polished pink. Again, cut down to the same size to fit in. Oh, look, I got a little piece I can use too. All right, let's get started. I'm going to just start ripping. Let's see how this goes. Oh my goodness. So I'm going to put this one on here. And then I'm going to have a little bit. Now I'm pushing the paper away from me because if I did it the other way, you'll see some of the edges here, and I don't want to see that. I want a nice kind of clean edge. So let's go like that. Okay. Want a little bit. Now I want a little bit more, so I'm going to layer it. If I don't like the way that it rips, I can always fix that. Okay. Let's see. And then I'm going to take another one, a lighter color one, rip it away from me. Now I can use either side, right? There we go. And I'm going to keep layering this all up. I'll use this little piece. I hope this works because it works in my head. So let's see if it just works on paper. Okay. All right, so we're going to keep building it up like that. So I'm going to start gluing. And actually, maybe I'll use the tape instead. So let's add some tape. Where was that first piece? Okay. And I had it like this. Oh. Okay. And it's just going to be stepped up upon each other. Got to make sure that the tape is covered. Don't want you to see the tape. Okay, so which one was it? I can't remember which one it was. I didn't want that little piece there, so let's try again. Okay, yes, I'm definitely going to glue. I think maybe I'll glue it instead. Oh, apparently that tape on the back really loves itself. Okay, can you see? Maybe I got to hold it up a little higher. Okay, I'm going to cut this off, and I'm just going to keep building. Okay, and let's go with another pink. Oh, that's the wrong side. Up here again. So it's a little bit off. So I'm going to fix that, rip it a little bit. Always trying new ideas. I had this, again, as I was napping. Always get my ideas when I'm napping. I don't know, how do you get your ideas? Everybody gets ideas in different ways. I got this one while napping. So let's add this right across. And we're just going to keep building it up. I think I have to add it. Oops. There. Oh, that's the wrong side. Last night, I have to let you know, I was working on some card swaps. Now, you may be, do you know what a card swap is? It is kind of like Valentine's Day, where you had, you create the same card, like 8 or 9 times, depending on how many people are in the group, and you hand them out. So everybody gets the same card. So I had 8 people in the group. I made 8 cards. They make 8 cards from their design, and then we just kind of trade. So that's what I was doing last night. And I'm very proud of what I've done. I wish I could show you. You will see them. I did post some of the card creations. I think it was in my stories I did it. So take a look in my stories for that card creation. Looked really great. Ooh. Now I don't want dark. Do I want the two dark ones? Oh. So I'm just going to kind of keep going. Now I've added tape, but as I go behind, I have to add a little glue to keep it held down. Okay, so we're going to keep going. Do I need that? Now, got to think, which way is it? One thing, I love tearing. Oh, that's definitely not the right way. I love doing tear scraps. They always turn out so cool. Ah, there we go. That works. You never know what you're going to end up with. So, I'm going to keep going. And what's the next one should we add? Oh, polka dots. Love polka dots. So this is all black and white, as I mentioned. So I'm going to get a little higher. I'm going to bring in my card base and see how that's going along. Okay, that looks pretty good. I might leave this. I'm going to finish this off right here. I want one more piece down here, so we'll work a little bit down here. So I'm going to add a pink and then one more because I want it to end with the white. So if I did this, okay. This is a lot of little finicky stuff. So this is kind of cool to try, especially if you got scraps left over. Okay. One of the things you want to keep in mind is to try and keep it as even as possible. And this is the piece de resistance, goes this way, which means I glue on top and then goes underneath. Okay. All right. Maybe I need a little bit right here. So we'll get one final piece of pink, very thin one. And I'm doing little strips and little rips. Okay, perfect. Oh, that'll look great. Add some of that. And I think we should add some ribbon. Don't you think we should add some ribbon? If I would have thought ahead, I would have added that. Okay, let's see if that fits. That fits on our card. Okay, looks like I got to cut up to here. Back to the trimmer. What do you think so far? Good morning, Amy. I'm glad you could join me. All right. Okay. Take it up to about the 4 inches. I want a little bit less so it has a rim. So take it over here. Make it nice and straight. And there are pieces overhanging. Hey, I could use this little piece for something. So there are little pieces hanging over. Let's trim them up a little bit. Which was the front? Okay. I love this black and white. Wait till you see the second card. That is also in my brain. Okay. Oh, wait, I was supposed to leave that one piece on, wasn't I? Ah, ha, ha. That's pretty funny. Oh, we can still add it. Look. Ah, there we go. We can still add it. So. That's pretty funny. Okay, on there. Take my little piece that I have. Add the glue. Whoops, stay. Don't move. I'm going to add a lot of glue because I want to make sure I get all the pieces. Okay, all right. Lay it down. It just clears. Oh, look at that. That looks pretty cool. Hey, that looks really cool. Now, let's see what ribbon I got. Okay, what have I gotten here? That, oh, apparently not green. I don't think I have any polished pink in here. This is my scrap bin. So again, I go to my scrap bin, see what I got. That won't match. And, oh, but look, I can get some tags. Let's get some tags for stamping. Get some different ones, pull them out. And do I have anything else that matches in here? Always gotta look. You always gotta look. Hey, look, that. That looks great. Oh, what about this? And that one. And that one. Oh, look at all the great stuff we have. Okay, I think that's enough. I think I'm getting out of hand here. All right. So, hey, that looks actually really cool if I turn it sideways. Now, this is from the mini catalog. It's one of the holiday pieces. Oh, I could color the white ribbon. Janice, that's a great idea. So what if I did that? And then this on top. And then what if I had a little flower? Which I already had punched out from somewhere. I don't know where I had it punched out from. Somehow I don't think that green one matches. But I could add a couple of other colors. What do you think? All right. That looks actually kind of interesting. Let's do that. Okay. I'm going to get my black ink. And I am going to be using the stamp from the Hand Pen Petals. Now this is the same kind of paper. So the paper is called Hand Pen, and this is the matching stamp set. So let's use that. And, oh, see, so brand new and shiny. Just cracking it open. Let us, where's the thank you? Oh, right here. Oh, brand new stamps. Don't you just love it? Okay, put that on our block. We're going to ink it up. I'm very excited. This is turning out really, really cool. Ink it up with some Memento Black. And we'll pop it on there. Let's see how that turns out. Wow, that actually looks really good. Yes, Liz, I am thrilled because it's turning out better than I thought it would. Okay, let's place that on. Now, should I pop that up on dimensionals? I think I shall, because you can't go wrong with creating cards. Now, in here are a little... That's one thing about having a little stash. You can just quickly go to it and pull out kind of anything that you have. That's why I keep a lot of stuff. Because you never know. Like, I never thought that this pink paper would match so well on anything that I would use. And it's the holiday paper for as of all things. All right, let's line this up. Place that on there. Can you see? Now, we're going to pop these up on dimensionals. I should look to see if I got another flower. Actually, I want the pink one to pop up. Ooh. I want this one laying down just to give it some dimension. This one popped up. And what I'm going to do is I will take a look a little later for another one. Oh, and of course, got to add bling, right? What have I got in here? Ah, look at that. Add some bling. Now, I'm not done because I still have a card base to put it on. So we're working black and white. Oh, guess that one wants to stay with me. No, go to your friend. There you go. Like I said, I'm going to look for another flower and add that on. So where is my black? Okay, I have a card base. Let's double check. Make our card base. Okay. And I'm going to score it at 4 1/4. And let's see how this all turns out. Fingers crossed. Hey, that looks actually super duper cool. Hey, I love it. What do you think? I love it. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited. Oh, my goodness. That looks really cool. And that was from just an idea I had. And that works well with the black and white, little pops of color. Oh, I'm so happy. Yes, Liz, I'm thrilled. Okay. Now, if this is going to be as good as this one, I hope the next card works just as well. And I'm going to be using one of my favorites, blending brushes. So what I'm going to do, for this one, it is black and white, again with a little bit of color. So I'm going to be using the white, I have some black, but this time I'm using my favorite Arctic bears. This reminds me of Newfoundland, those great super duper cliffs of Newfoundland. Yay, love it. So I have an idea. I saw something like this on Pinterest and I thought, okay, I have to try it. And I'm going to be using my Arctic polar bears dies. So let's get started and see how this works. All right, so I got my piece of white and I am going to use my blending brushes. So we're going to start off with some colors here. I'm going to start off with maybe pale papaya. Use that. And I'm going to be adding some color in. I hope this works. Again, going blind. Okay, I'm adding a little bit of color. Now it's sideways right now, but it will go up and down. So my idea is to make like kind of like the northern lights there. Okay, so we're going to do that. A little bit of this. Let's add in a little polished pink. Now, polished pink is a bright color, so I don't want too much. Oh, that's a purple. Well, that's okay. And rub it off. Take some of the ink off. Always try and do it from the a scrap of paper, and then brush into your card. That is one of the tricks. And sometimes working with blending brushes, it does take some time. Oh my goodness, it is an earthquake. Sorry about that. So I'm going to slowly add it in. So as I'm going up, I'm going to change color. Let's grab some Highland Heather. And oh, that was a purple brush. I can use that. I have a whole bunch of blending brushes and I try and keep the color family. So I use purples and, as you saw, and a pink with this. I try and keep one brush for each color. Now, the color usually doesn't transfer too much, but just in case. So if it's shaking too much, I do apologize. My camera mount, I had to get a new one, and it is not one of those like super duper stable ones. You saw my setup here is pretty funny. Pretty funny. I'm one of those frugal kind of people. So add a little purple. And let's finish it off with some Night of Navy. I love blending brushes. Who else has blending brushes? Oh, Sandra's got blending brushes. I love them. Oh, the recording keeps stopping and repeating. Oh, I don't know why that is. Interesting. That's interesting to know. And let's add in some Night of Navy at the top. Okay. Yeah, the new phone I had, my old one, finally gave it up. Apparently it was 7 years old. My husband says I should have given it up a long time ago. But it's hard to kind of give up a phone when you know it so well. So there we go. Look at that coloring. Can you see? Oh, wait a minute. You can't quite see. There we go. Fantastic. Look at the coloring. The blending brushes really add a lot of nice, oh, I think it's Facebook issues. It's having a lot of trouble. Oh, thank you, Gail. Wow, so I'm glad it's not me. Sometimes it's me. Okay, we've got our blending brushes and the colors added. Okay, now, my idea behind this, okay, I saw somebody do this, and I definitely had to try it. So I'm going to now get my polar bear out. Come on. And the idea is I'm going to cut my little polar bear out. This is really cool. I wonder if I should do two. Do one down here. Okay. Now, I have a very small desk here and I still can't find anything. This is my mini Stampin' Boss machine. Woohoo, love it. Okay. This works really well here. So it's like making a grilled cheese sandwich. Oh, I could go for a grilled cheese sandwich today. So number one, plate number one is down. Oh, never remember. Plate number two, put my paper. Oh, my paper needs to be a little smaller to fit through. That is one thing about the mini Stampin' Boss machine. You have to make sure that your items fit through. So we're going to cut this down a little bit more. Well, that didn't work. Gonna have to cut it down a little bit more just to fit through. Okay, good. Now if I have my regular one, it wouldn't matter. So I'm gonna put this guy on here. Get the top plate. All right, ladies, hold on. There's gonna be a lot of shaking going on. Oh, don't move. Don't move. A whole lot of shaking going on. Remember that song? I can't remember who. Hello? Really? What am I doing wrong here? Okay, let's try again. Ah, sometimes it just needs a little convincing. Apparently it needs a lot of convincing today. Maybe I'll move that up a little bit more. Ah, there we go. I had the plates kind of off center a little bit. Okay, cut that. Okay, my little, oh, look at that. That's my name. Don't forget it. Northern Stamper. Send me an email, northernstamper@gmail.com. Okay, so we cut that guy out. Oh, I got a little guy left over. And the idea behind it, now it's kind of smushed some of the paper, so let's trim that down a little bit. I really don't like that. That kind of upsets me. So let's trim that off. Because I trim a little bit that way, I got to trim a little bit this way. All right, let's see how it turns out. So we're going to have it like that. Oh my gosh, that looks so cool. Doesn't that look cool already? I got to hold on to this guy for something. All right, I'm going to lay it down. Now I know kind of roughly where the edge is. And the stamp set I wanted is not here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to be using the Peaceful Deer for this portion because I wanted the little trees. So the little trees in particular I wanted are these ones here. And what we're going to do, place it on a block. Okay, and my Memento Black. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use my grid paper. So I know my grid paper, so let's put this down. I know roughly the main part of the grid paper here will be the horizon line in my bear. So I'm going to kind of use that. Hold that down a little bit. I'm going to just tape it down a little bit on the corners so not to move. Are you still with me? Okay. So let's get our Memento. Remember the horizon line? I'm going to test it out here. Okay. Ah, that's better. And put one there. And maybe I'll put another one. Maybe I'll use the really tiny ones from here. Oh yeah, everybody come on over for grilled cheese sandwiches at my place. I love that, Liz. I think that's a great idea. Okay. And a little bit over here. And in here in the Peaceful Deer, there's this little bit of ground. Now, you could tell I use this a lot, the Peaceful Deer. One of the sets, fantastic to get. I use it so much. I think it's getting worn out. And I'm going to just add some landscape on there. Now, when I put this guy back down, I see some of the trees have missed, but that's okay. Maybe I don't want all those trees there. But you know what? There is a tiny little bear. So I want to add the tiny little bear. I can add the tiny little bear in a different color. That would be so cute. Or I can stamp him and then cut him out. That is actually a really cool idea. Gonna do that. Okay? Bear with me. Like I said, this is all about crafting and learning and doing different things. I'm trying to give you some ideas. Let's get Little Bear out. Where are you, Little Bear? I think this is you. I haven't used you yet. Ah! And we'll pop him on. Okay, we don't need the thank you anymore. Remind me, I put it over there. Do this. Oh, want a little bit more? Guess that's the way he's going to turn out. Let's get our little Stampin' Boss machine. Back to our grilled cheese sandwich. Yeah, you know what? I think I can go for a grilled cheese sandwich. Put them on here. I'm going to take the better one of the two, and I think it was the second one. Can you see? Just got to make sure you can see. Put it on top. Oh, you're moving. That's not good. Let's convince you to stay. Let's convince you to stay with a little bit of tape. Doing a lot of convincing here today. It's kind of like children. Yes, you want to clean your room. Okay. All right, Little Bear. All in black and white. I hope this is not taking up too much of your time. I do apologize. Try and get this out of the way. Hopefully I don't lose anything. Okay. Now we could kind of toss him in there. Wow, I kind of like that. And in the polar bear are these little birds. So let's get those and add some into this portion. Okay. Oh, that's upside down. That'd be funny if they were upside down. Okay. Ink it up. Now, I know it goes roughly about there. There. Okay. Now, let's do some assembling here and see how it turns out. Okay. All right. So, let's get our dimensionals. Put it on the back. This is the back, right? Yeah, that just had to make sure that that was the back. So just black and white, little pops of color. Okay, I'm going to clear those trees. I'm going to hide it a little bit. Kind of use the rest of the background as the mat. There we go. And our little bear goes in here. Oh, that's like my son. It reminds me of my son. Little bear. Pop him on, put on a dimensional. And let's add a little, ooh, that's too big, huh? Let's add a little tag. Now those are not little tags, so back to the box. Let's see if I have one. Back to the box. Oh, I do. Look at that. There's that one. Oh, look, I got more flowers. Oh, I already got that one stamped out. Back to the box. Let's see what we got here. Okay. Oh, that actually looks really nice. why didn't I stamp that on here? You and me. I guess I could cut that out. I guess I could put that on top. You know what? Let's try a couple of them. Okay. Okay, this one, I'm going to try something a little different that I haven't before. I'm thinking of just using half of the label. Okay, let's see how that turns out. And let's see how that turns out. Cut that. Now I'm going to eyeball it, cut it in half. Could go down a little bit more. Now, when it starts to get kind of close, be very careful. You want to see through your trimmer. You don't want it to be crooked. But, oh, that's pretty close. And let's try this. And do we have any color left? Could add a little bit of color. Pop it up with a little bit of color. Does it need a little bit of color? I think it does. Okay. It's all about learning and just going with what your gut says. So I'm going to put that on there. Again, cut it off. Try and trim it up as best as I can. Go with your gut. You can't go wrong with Stampin' Up. That's one thing I learned. A lot of it can't go wrong. And I'll just pop that up a little bit with some dimensionals. I can even offset it a bit. And then we'll place it on some black cardstock. Oh, that is really nice. What do you think of that so far? That turned out really nice. Put it on some black cardstock. And send it out to my little polar bear in Newfoundland. Hopefully he's doing well. He loves it out there. I have a feeling he is not returning to Ontario. He loves it so much out there. It's a gorgeous place. Gorgeous, gorgeous place. And pop that on. Now, I can just leave it black and white like that. And I think I don't want to overdo it. Maybe I could add a little ribbon. That might work. I just wanted to show you some simple things we can do with black and white. It's a black and white kind of week. So there are the two cards that I created. Let me know what you think. Okay. I'm going to just use my bone folder and flatten that down. Now there was another little flower here. Look at that. See, I told you, I knew I had another little flower somewhere. And I'll add it in here somewhere. There we go. We'll just do that. Oh, up on dimensionals. So what do you think? Don't forget, check out in the Celebration catalog, the black and white hand pen paper. You can do a lot with it. It is really great. We will be using this in our Book of Me class. There we go. Okay. And it's really good. Also, as I mentioned, on some of the paper here, you can take your blending brushes, right? And let's see if this worked, or if I still have some on here. Nope, I don't. You can add some color to these black and whites. Take your blending brush and just kind of blend it in. Like, look at that. So simple, and it will match on everything. Love it. Just cut it out. Use it as background. Add various colors. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll show you what I've finished with this one in the community page. Don't forget to join me on Friday for a dice challenge. And there we go. If you have any questions, please drop me an email at northernstamper@gmail.com. If you enjoyed this video, thank you very much. Please like and follow, and we'll see you next time. Have a great day, and let's all have some fun. Let's go create. All right. What do you think? I love it.